What do you see as the biggest challenge for the clinicians that you're supporting right now? Would you say that it's caseload numbers? Would you say that it's documentation? Would you say that it's just communication within the district? What do you think is the biggest challenge new clinicians are facing in the districts?
Another great question. And I'd say those are definitely the top three. I think right now it's the caseload sizes that clinicians are really struggling with in a lot of areas. Unfortunately, I think there are a couple of factors playing into that. With the pandemic, I think maybe some people have shifted out of our field, unfortunately. Those who were maybe getting ready to retire, they definitely retired by now.
Right.
And I think schools really, during the pandemic, it was really hard to pivot into that virtual world. Even though we have virtual speech therapy, some districts were just not set up for that initially. And so it just made things harder. And I think some people may have also pivoted their desire, like where they wanted to work. So I think in the schools, now we're seeing less people going into the schools, but then also just a shortage of SLPs in the field in general.
Right. I know when I first got in the field 25 years ago, there were tons of jobs everywhere.
Right.
And then it just became inundated. And then, about 8-10 years in, you couldn't get a job. I mean, if you had a job, you better keep it because you weren't going to find one anywhere else. And now we've started to kind of flow back the other way where there's a really big shortage.